Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Light of Ascension Tarot. Thank you for being here today. Today's reading is a money, magic, abundance reading, okay? So I have 3 different piles and you can watch more than one pile. And I've got a little mantra or a little spell that I wrote for each pile. And you get to choose your pile based on these 3 different items here. Okay, so your first pile, I'm so excited about this. Your first pile is for freelancers and self-employed. Okay, so if you're a freelancer or you're self-employed or you want to be, or that's what you're working towards or you currently are, you can feel free to choose pile number 1. And I wrote, here comes the hot stepper here for my pile number 1s. If you are a creative type or you are typically doing a lot of projects and you've been successful in the past, but you've been experiencing a little writer's block or artistic block, or you're a person who likes to get motivated by new ideas, genius ideas, new ways to make money, new ways to look at old problems, you're going to go ahead and choose pile number 2. This is my Creative Spark Genius Miss Moneybags or Mr. Moneybags pile, okay? So, and of course, you can be both a freelancer and a Creative Spark Genius too, so you can feel free to watch more than one pile, but whatever pile you're drawn to first, okay? And then the third pile is the 9-to-5 World Domination spell, okay? And it says, I get what I want here. So for those of you that work a 9-to-5 job and you like that job, you want to keep it, you want to move up in rank, you're doing really well, and you just want to keep climbing that ladder, baby. We've got pile number 3 for the 9-to-5's World Domination. And I would also say pile number 2 here is for those of you that haven't quite figured out what you wanted to do yet with this Creative Spark Genius type energy, because this is kind of where we're more going to discover our purpose and our mission as well here in pile number 2, okay? And pile number 1 is, like I said, for my freelancers, my self-employed people, kind of knowing what you already want to do, what service you want to offer, what products you want to offer, and you just want more success in your business, or you want to finally get it going, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to anoint each pile here with some Lord Ganesha oil, just as a road opener here, so that each pile has a road opener on it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of Van oil, success in business. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. And we're gonna put it on each one here. And we're just gonna create a little spell here with our intention set here. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop timestamps as well in the below pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, and you can choose your pile. So you're gonna wanna choose your pile based on my descriptions and what you're most drawn to, okay? This is just some Florida water that I sprayed over it all to bless it and to fill us with the energy. We're gonna ring a bell here. We're gonna bring in a lot of abundance, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the piles, okay? For those of you that are finding this channel independently, I do have another tarot channel called powermoontarot Natalie H, and that link to that channel is in my description box. On that channel, I do more love type pick a card readings. On this channel, we do more spiritual type readings. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, let's do it here for my pile number 1s. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the freelancer self-employed pile. We're bringing you lots of money and success. I dropped some Ganesha road opener and some Van oil on your card here to open up the energy. We sprayed some Florida water, and on your card here it says, here comes the hot stepper, okay? So for those of you who are self-employed and freelancing and you want to get your name out there not only get your name out there, but be matched with the right clients at the right time, and just experience boatloads of success with your clientele, okay? So of course, all of this leads to money magic. So I wrote a little mantra, or not mantra, it's more like a little spell here for you guys in pile number 1. And I'm just gonna go ahead and read your spell here. It says, I stand in the light of the sun. Now everyone can see what I do, and I love it. People know my name, my products, and services. I stand in my integrity, ready to step into the next stage with my business. I develop the right structure, the right service or product at the right time, and I am blessed to do what I love. Spirit, multiply pile 1's name tenfold. Let those who seek them out be the beneficiaries of their offering. Those who are meant to find pile number 1 will find them, okay? Pile number 1 is going to engage in fair energetic exchanges for the win-win-win. And we're going to set fees and set the structure that serve our highest good, okay? Pile number 1 is organized and ready to shine, Spirit, okay? Organized and ready to shine. That is the message that I want to leave you with, pile number 1. You feel organized and ready to shine, all right? So it's like drawing in new clients to your business, getting paid in a way that you find suitable, that's compatible with your goals and your needs, pile number 1. And also finding the right clients, right? Because it's not just about thousands and thousands of clients, although that might be nice, right? It's also, you want to find the right people that resonate with your work. So it's a really mutual win-win. That is super fulfilling and leads to a lot of money. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's see, what is the money magic here for my self-employed freelancer, Spirit? What is the magic here? We have Moonlight, number 51. Okay, look at that. I am ready to shine. The moonlight is on you, okay? And you know, it says in my spell, it says, I stand in the light of the sun. Everyone can see what I do, and I love it, right? And I feel like here with this moonlight, there's been a time when maybe you didn't want, you really didn't want to necessarily step out in the light of day, right? Or you didn't want to be seen, or you were a little shy in the past, or you maybe were a little reserved about putting your energy out there, right? And I feel like some of you may have been doing some really important work at night as well, or you may be night owls, or wanting to do magic or money magic, or think about, the services and products that you offer and the right structure, right? Because the moon it's very creative energy, right? But we want to get the right structure here. That's what I want to see. That's the strategist. I knew this card was going to come out when I was pre-shuffling the oracle cards. Every vision has a plan, right? So we have a vision, we get creatively inspired. Maybe we have a dream about what it is that we're gonna do or how we're gonna do things differently. I feel like for you guys, it's this energy of kind of doing things differently and being willing to put yourself out there, okay? So being active and ambitious, tactical and goal-oriented, right? And I said you guys are organized and ready to shine. So let's see what else we have here. Yep, you're organized, the beaver energy. Okay, so we could have Mars and Virgo here, or just Aries and Virgo energy, Cancer energy in this pile. But this beaver energy is ready to productively work, okay? Ready to bring their gifts to the right clients, right? It's not just, because I feel like even in the past, pile number 1, you could have, had been open, just like, well, I'll take any client that would like listen to me or want my work or something like that. But I feel like it didn't, at times you're like, why did I take that client, or why did I get myself into that arrangement, right? Feeling a little bit of regret. And I feel like now you're becoming, here comes the hot stepper, okay? Pile number 1, you're becoming more of a strategist. You're becoming more Mars-like and more productive, okay? So we have unexpected visitors. Wow. So again, I feel like, you know, here's this energy of her kind of hiding behind the door and looking out, right? And I feel like over the last 10 years, things may have shifted or changed for you, pile number one, because we have 51 and 41 with a 10-year spread there. And I think one thing you want to realize is like how much you've grown and how much you've changed, both spiritually and organically. I don't know why I just got the word organically, but I do feel that. And I do feel this sense of people kind of unexpectedly visiting you or seeing you or watching you, and you kind of being like, you know, like kind of just like, leave me alone so I can do my work, right? But part of our message here for your guys' money mojo is I stand in the light of the sun now and everyone can see what I do and I love it, okay? I love it. It doesn't mean that we have boundaries and we just have no boundaries and we just let people infringe on us all the time, but it means that we step out and we allow things to kind of be a little bit unexpected at times, okay? We have Uzumi, humor, okay? So we go from this energy of being kind of sad or kind of keeping to ourselves, not really wanting others to kind of see us, to kind of being the life of the party, okay? Pile number one, and maybe you're like, I don't know if that's ever gonna be me, right? But, you know, I do think that you're gonna become more productive about the way, or just more practical about the way that you see success for you, becoming more strategic and practical, but not at the expense of your humanity. And I think some of you may have seen examples of that, maybe with a parent, or maybe you had family that was in the military or in a job like that, and you saw how people can just be, you know, very driven by their objectives and their goals. And, you know, and I feel like for you guys, you're going to be that way too, but you're not going to lose, you know, your humanity. You're not going to lose your sense of humor. You're not going to lose your, you know, you're not going to learn an entirely new way of being to just shut out who you really are underneath it, okay? Like you're still going to be able to have fun. But what I see is you guys being more lighthearted about yourself and the work that you're doing. And it helps you become more productive and less worried about the unexpected, okay? Wow, okay, so here we have the 6 of Cups, right? So we're putting down deep roots. So I feel like some of you guys are strategizing right now. Where do you want to put down roots, or what makes sense to you, right? And here's what's so interesting to me is I feel like you guys are strategizing on what you kind of want to show to the public, okay? Like this, I feel like there's a more wild, colorful version of you, right? And I feel like sometimes you guys, you know, you may think that you have to pick between being kind of withdrawn and not wanting to put yourself out there versus just being kind of like, well, this is just business, right? And that you may hide, you may feel like you need to hide like the more colorful side of your personality, or you need to remain stoic, right? This is 6 of Cups is a Scorpio card. We have that with Mars. So there's this way of being really intense and not wanting to show, just wanting to show only what you want others to see, right? Not really wanting to show how you can be different, unusual, or unique, right? But I do feel like the world needs your brand of humor. Pile number one, they need to see, here comes the hot stepper, right? Look at all the colors here. Look at her huge smile on her face. Look at how much fun she's having, right? It's like you've been showing the world one side of you, but I feel like you're about ready to burst forth. Like your roots are very colorful, you know? We have the land in between, right? So traversing the land in between here. As you guys are moving from one phase to the next here, you know, I feel like sometimes you may feel like, wow, risky, right? Risky at times. And you're like, I just got to keep working and I got to keep putting one foot in front of the other because, and you know, sometimes when you're a freelancer, you're self-employed, you're like, okay, I need to make sure I'm making the right decision here. Because one of these bridges looks a little more rickety than the other one. There may be some decisions that you're kind of waiting on right now, but I feel like a lot of you are like, hey, I just need to stay productive and have a strategy here, and then I can kind of get through these times. But you know what I'm really drawn to is this yellow in the middle. It's this light in the middle, okay, kind of being stretched, you know, thin a little bit with this land between. And but I see this yellow light here in the middle, and that's kind of what needs to bring it all together. Like I said, I stand in the light of the sun now, and everyone can see what I do, and I love it, okay? So that is what is gonna bring you money, all right? Oh yeah, there it is, there's the fire. There is the fire energy right there along with Mars, okay? And this humor card right here, there's the fire energy, right? So there it is, baby. You guys becoming, you know, more strategic, productive, looking after yourself, but also not really second guessing yourself, not really looking back to see if what you did affect how it, I mean, I don't feel like you guys are ever going to be those kind of people that really don't give a shit about other people. I mean, you're just too deep of a person here with Mars and Scorpio and the moon. Like, you're a very sensitive and deep person, and you do care. But I feel like you guys are just becoming a lot more, you know, lit up here. It's this butterfly that has this huge yellow light on it. It's like you're not afraid anymore to stand in that fire energy. I love it, pile number one. It says, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. You are not for everyone. So what did I say about you guys showing this very uniform kind of face to the world, while, you know, your true self that you kind of pushed underground is a lot more colorful than what people might see, okay? And they might just see that you work really hard and that you push yourself and you don't like interruptions, right? But I feel like, you know, you're just not for everyone, and that's okay. A lot of self-employed people, like, we follow that path, right? Because we want to be our own boss. And yeah, it is very challenging, the land in between, like getting a little bit squeezed at times, you know, and feeling like, okay, I got to make all the decisions here, and this could really affect my outcome, you know, and needing to feel like we got to put our head down and work, right? But Spirit is saying, look at you. You are a really fun, interesting, unique person, and you're not for everyone, but that's why you can do what you do. That's why you can be self-employed. That's why you can be a freelancer and take risks that other people will never be as comfortable with as you are, okay? We have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense, right? So with this strategist card, and I keep seeing all these cliffs that look like they're leading to nowhere. And I feel like some of you guys are like, okay, it's a lot, you know, it's a lot. And sometimes I just kind of want to hold back and hang back and hide, right? But, and again, here she is standing on a cliff, right? By herself. Here she is standing on a cliff. Here's these huge cliffs right here, okay? So definitely needing to strategize and think about your next move and have a vision and have a plan. And I know sometimes that can seem very overwhelming, pile number one, but the time is ripe, okay, with this fire energy. And I said in your beginning of your reading, I stand in the light of the sun, fire, okay? And oh, we have Serenos here, life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Wow. Maybe some of you haven't been really getting laid lately either, because you've been busy working or strategizing, or your libido hasn't really been, you haven't really been able to relax and express yourself sexually, or You know, just, and also like, I feel like with this card, I feel like someone here is hot, okay? Like someone you're with, there could be a sexy someone who is hanging around or in your life. I just like it, all right? I like it. I like the eyes. I like the lips. I like the hair. I like it all right? And I feel like, you know, I feel like while you guys take a pause, at times you may need to take a pause and figure out, you know, what direction you're going to go in. I feel like, you know, with this fire energy here, this unexpected visitor, you guys may be having some sexy time coming up here, all right? But when it comes to your money and to your business, what I see here is some risk taking, all right, pile number one. I see some risk taking that's really going to pay off. Now, risk, we take strategic risks, right? We're not stupid. We're smart. Beaver energy, Virgo energy. We know what we're doing. We've analyzed it. We've looked at all, outcomes. Now it's time to go, right? Now it's time. And with this Ceranos life force, it's like money as our life force, right? And I know a lot of people are like, I don't like to think about money that way, etc. But baby steps. We're going to take baby steps until we feel comfortable to really push off, okay? And that's the strategy. We take baby steps until we're really ready to push off. And I want to read this humor card right here for you guys, because I feel like that is important to your abundance, okay? So we're going to look at this card number 49, and we are going to tap into this money magic. So this says, when the Japanese goddess of laughter and mirth, Yuzumi, enters your day, be playful and cultivate good nature humor. Laughter is the best medicine and it is healing. Keep your focus on fun and positivity and see the humor if you can. Life is not meant to be all work and no play, right? With the beaver energy here. Okay, so all focus and no release. Oh my God, sexual release. That's what you guys have been all focus and no release, right? That's why I feel like we got this Ceranos, you know, sensual and sexual powers are increased. And you know what? It's like our creativity, our sexuality, our tantra, all of that, it's all tied up in that sacral chakra energy, that needing release, okay? Humor fosters resilience and lightheartedness and alleviates emotional pain, right? With the moon, some of you guys having gone through some emotional pain, okay? Giving a much needed break from the burdens and speed of life. Now is the time for you to be silly, laugh more, even take up laughing yoga. Yes, the world is serious and your dreams and desires are too, but the joyful goddess Yuzumi reminds you to enjoy your life and have fun. Okay, so has life become a burden? Do you feel indentured to a project, a person, or does the heaviness of it all make it difficult to believe there could be relief? Look for the funny, ridiculous, and foolish in the world. Take some time for comedy. Yeah, you know, that's so funny. I was getting that energy of kind of like a comedian, that kind of energy, all right? And yeah, you guys are not for everyone. You're going to be strategic. And, you know, part of your mystery, I do feel you're mysterious here with the moon and the Six of Cups. You're very mysterious. I'm getting also Scorpio, Taurus vibes in this pile. And, you know, people would kind of be amazed if they saw everything that was going on under the surface for you. Okay, pile number one. So, you know, I think with this beaver energy here, you keep your nose clean, your nose to the grindstone. You don't want people disturbing you, but I feel like you're gonna find this passion and fire again. All right, so can you show me, Spirit, for pile number one? How are you specifically helping pile number one manifest their money mojo? Show me that, Spirit. We have Page of Swords, okay? So writing and creativity, or something that you read or something that you see in passing very quickly that you're like, oh, I can't believe I didn't see that. I can't believe I didn't see that right away. And I feel like there could be something that you're new, that you're starting to study or you're starting to work on as well, that's going to be very lucrative for you, pile number one. So if you've thought about taking a class or embarking upon learning something new and growing in a skill area in your life. I feel like Spirit is like, go for it. You know, I mean, your attention might be a little bit, your attention could be a little bit here nor there. I feel like some of you guys need to have a good sexual romp here with this fire and Ceranos energy. Like, you need to have a good old-fashioned sexual romp with the Mars and Scorpio energy here. But that'll help clear your head, and then I think then you're gonna kind of be open to some new ideas here, okay? So what's the money mojo here, Spirit? What's the money mojo? We have Judgment, okay? So again, this sense that you know, you have to be a certain way, or you have to put out a certain image for what you do, or that you have to be very put together because people expect that of you, right? And I feel like also too, we talked about that energy of that seriousness that has been, you know, upon you, okay? And Spirit wants to address that with the Page of Swords and see, be more lighthearted, okay? We have the Six of Pentacles here, so it looks like you and a friend are enjoying a nice cup of tea together. I feel like some of you, with the tea reference here, I feel like some of you guys may be tea leaf readers, or you may look into doing that. I know I took tea leaf reading classes and it really helped my intuition. It really helped my clairvoyance. And I do still kind of do tea leaf readings here and there. So I'm just drawn to that energy of that teacup, right? But with the Six of Pentacles, it's the Moon and Taurus energy. So it's like, okay, let's relax. Let's not be so uptight. Let's not be so worried about what other people think of us, that other people are looking down at us, right? That when people notice us, it's because they want to look down on us. I don't feel that at all for you, pile number one. I feel like people want to be your friend. They want to talk to you. They want to break bread with you. They want to enjoy some quality time with you, okay? And I feel like, you know, all of this is part of your money mojo, because you're learning, you know, you don't have to keep your fire contained, right? We have fire here because you are not for everyone. You are not for everyone. But I know you have that beaver energy, so you like to be very methodical, and Spirit is saying that's okay. Take baby steps and be strategic about it, but don't worry so much about what other people think about you, okay? And Spirit is wanting to transform your attitude about that. Let's see what else here. What else money mojo wise for my pile number ones? 10 of Pentacles. Well, that's about as good as it gets, right? That's about as good as it gets with the 10 of Pentacles. This is the wealth card. This is the Lord of Wealth and Abundance. So actually it's just the Lord of Wealth. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at all this generation of success, right? There is definitely an ancestor here, I feel, for you too as well, pile number one, that is, you know, I don't know if they were a Virgo, or I feel like it could be a masculine Virgo or Capricorn, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody in your life who, you know, maybe they had Mercury in Virgo, but somebody in your life who is like watching you and is like, you know, eyes wide open, watching what you're doing, watching your progression. And I think that this person, they watch over everyone in your family, pile number one, but I feel like they really, really watch over you. And I feel like this person expects a lot from you, even in spirit. Like, they're looking at you like, you know, oh, look at all of this abundance. Look at all of this that has taken form for you, or will take form with you, for you, and it's not going to go anywhere, okay? This is 10 of Pentacles is about our legacy. It's about our generation, you know, generations, our legacies that we put in place, okay? So Spirit is really wanting to cement a feeling of ease and belonging, and a place where you can kind of get new ideas and get curious about things, okay? So again, with the 6 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, this is about building your success. We have baby steps here. So we're not going to overwhelm ourselves with what we're doing, right? We're going to take our time, but you know, you're not for everyone, all right? You're just not for everyone. And you're definitely unique that way, okay? And I feel like sometimes maybe you guys could be even a little bit curmudgeon at times, or not having enough fun, like we said earlier. But I feel like someone, like a friend or a lover, is gonna kind of come to break you out of this a little bit here and kind of get your energy realigned. Let's see what else money-wise for pile number 1 here. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords, and look at this. She has these eyes all over her. This is such an interesting 9 of Swords because she's kind of covering herself, and she has all these eyes on her. Like people are staring at her, judging her, looking at her, envious of her, you know, shocked and surprised, right? I feel like this is just coming out on the "you're not for everyone" card, okay? And I think, you know, the Moon card that started off your reading here is just, and then we have the 6 of Cups, is you guys really getting a lot of healing about this particular issue. And I feel like with this Theranos life force energy, I feel like, you know, your fear of people looking at you or watching you or judging you, or even, you know, and I don't even, for some of you, it wasn't a fear. It was an actual thing that was happening, you know, and I think you went through some trauma with that, or not all of you, right? But I feel some of you did, okay? And, you know, this is about getting your vitality and your life force back and taking strategic steps towards your ultimate fulfillment and success, okay? And I feel like some of you guys are like, but I don't want it to look like everyone else's success. I want it to be dynamic, be fluid, and be interesting, okay? And I feel like sometimes even the way you look at success is different, or you feel judged by the way some people look at success, okay? And Spirit is just saying here, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about anymore. 6 of Swords, you are literally pushing off from that energy, and you're just a unique thinker, okay? You're a unique thinker, and you look at things differently than other people. And, you know, and that's why you have a skill to offer the world, okay? So here's the World card, which is, you know, ultimate success in what we do. And it's like, you know, kind of being our own, it's like with the World card, we kind of become our own guru. Now, I'm not super into gurus in general or things like that. I mean, some of them are okay, but when I say that, I don't want to trigger anyone, but I just want to say, like, you're becoming a woman or a man, or they, them, their, right? Whatever you identify with, onto yourself, okay? And it's not like, okay, so there's kind of everyone else in the world that they exist in, and then there's you, right? And you're kind of putting your world first now, okay? Pile number 1, this leads to a revitalization of your life force, okay? And your energy and what you have to say is very important for those of you that speak for a living, or you point out the signs, or you have some, and you know, 3 of Wands is Mars and Aries. So it's definitely that self-employed energy. It's where we really put ourselves and our ambitions first, and we make that bigger than any doubt. And we go ahead with the Knight of Swords, and we strike out, and we take action. And what does it say here? It says the right is worth the cost, okay? She's got words all over her dress, and it says the right is worth the cost, okay? So interesting, but saying what we feel and being a bit, you know, out there with some of our observations or the things that we see or pick up on is worth the cost, okay, pile number 1? I'm just gonna say it, like being a bit of a shit stirrer, or just getting your message out there and standing really firm and making kind of your view the most pertinent view, all right? And saying what needs to be said is really what is going to separate you from this energy of, and you might have held yourself back in the past because you didn't want people to see you, or you didn't want to be under the microscope like that. But I really think it's going to be a pleasant experience for you because people genuinely want your energy. And this is part of your success in business. Okay, pile number one? So those are the messages that I'm getting for you. I hope that that reading resonated. Do leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. And I love to see your thoughts, okay? And wishing you so much money, magic, and blessings in your life, pile number one. Take care. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Okay. So I am just going to check and make sure I'm still recording. I've been paranoid about that lately. Okay, good. For some reason lately, I've just been a little paranoid on that. All right, let's get into it. Deep breath. Clearing the energy. Okay. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the Creative Spark Genius, Mrs. or Mr. Moneybags, okay? And I also didn't include on here, they, them, there. So if you identify with not a Mrs. or a Mr., but a they, them, there, I'm also including you too. And we are here today to talk about your money, magic, abundance, okay? So this pile actually is about igniting our creative spark. For those of us that have felt a little bit stuck, we've been kind of doing the same thing, whether it's in a 9-to-5 or in a self-employed endeavor, or we're trying to find our purpose and we're not entirely sure, right? We want to know, where is that creative spark? Where is that genius, right? And we're calling this pile Ms. or Mr. Moneybags, okay? And I put some Lord Ganesh road opener oil and some Van oil on here for you guys. And I wrote a little commentary for you, or a little spell for you, pile number two. So I'm going to read that first and then we'll get into your cards, okay? Here's what it said. It says, we're rediscovering our passion or discovering passion, creative spark and genius flow. I set aside time each week to completely open my mind, relax, and receive. I can feel the new energy, ideas, and groundbreaking revelations on their way. I constantly receive information from Spirit about a new way to look at my business, efficiency, and genius spark. Ideas have the power to change the world. I know my guides are working with me to clear any procrastination or lack of motivation. My next best idea is literally on the tip of my tongue. This new idea, plan, or change of direction will provide astronomical abundance and a renewed sense of mission. I move to get inspired. I travel to release any staleness, and I find inspiration just around the corner. My ideas are fruitful, bountiful, and exciting, okay? So it says, my ideas are fruitful, bountiful, and exciting, pile number two, okay? And this pile talks about moving, like dancing, walking, whatever that we like to do to kind of move our bodies, to move energy, right? Because our bodies need to know that we're ready, right? We're ready to receive creative spark. We're ready to receive genius. I know people who get their best ideas when they're in the shower and they're just letting the water run on their head and they're getting that crown chakra kind of upgrade going on, okay? So let's see for my pile number twos, what is their money mojo here? What is their Ms. Moneybags going on? We have a sacred pool. Okay, that sacred pool where we pull information from, where we pull inspiration and information from. And I'm getting like a wish here. I'm getting like tapping into your wish, all right? If you were standing at a wishing well and you had a coin and you were gonna throw it in, what would you wish for? Okay. And I feel like some of you guys need to meditate on that. Sit in front of a beautiful fountain, right? Pull up a picture of, a beautiful fountain, or watch a video of it on YouTube of a beautiful fountain, and think of yourself standing at this sacred pool where you drop a coin in and you ask for your greatest wish. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Pile number 2. We have the engineer. Every problem has a solution. Creative spark and genius ideas. This is kind of like my inventor kind of a pile too. It's like we go into the inner workings of things and we get curious and creative, and we get very adventurous, but we're also analytical and determined. It's those genius ideas. And I talked about that efficiency. I said here, I constantly receive information from spirit about a new way to look at my business, efficiency, or genius spark. Okay, so this is Mars energy here. We have cosmic egg. I'm going to go ahead and read that. Once we get there, we have metamorphosis. Things are changing. Spirit is saying, don't hold on to anything at this time except for I feel like except for kind of really what lights you up and what excites you and what helps you kind of move. What is it that gets your juices flowing? What gets your mind turning? Okay, when you're trying, I know some people out there, and I've been around them before, kind of Aquarius types, who they really like to solve problems. They look at different issues or problems in the world and think about, how they could solve them. So we have metamorphosis here, a big change. And we have here, we have Rhea, the goddess Rhea, and flow, okay? So we have the sacred pool and the flow, right? You guys having very busy minds, changing a lot with this metamorphosis, connecting with others, but then kind of going into your own process here and going, okay, what is it? They always have that saying, take what you like and leave the rest, right? Take what you like and leave the rest. Be in your own flow here. We have the 9 of Cups. So, there's a balance, right? There's a balance between like the engineer type of energy being very serious, analytical, overthinking things, and just taking a moment to pause and enjoy and kind of get blissed out, okay? And get kind of yogaed out, blissed out, roll our neck out, roll our shoulders out, move the body, feel better in our energetic field, okay? The power of purpose, cosmic egg. All right, so what is meant for you is never going to be taken from you, okay? Pile number 2 with this cosmic egg here. Like, what is meant for you is already yours. It's just, it's metamorphosing. It's manifesting on the physical plane. And I was talking about purpose in your reading, okay? Going deeper into your purpose, I feel like here, pile number 2. Pisces, interesting. I was feeling that with the 9 of Cups here, which is a Jupiter and Pisces card, right? So Pisces is also very creative. It's very talking about flow and the sacred pool, okay? And, Pisces sometimes can be all over the place, which is so funny because the engineering kind of energy is a bit, opposite to that, kind of that problem solver, analytical, get after it sort of energy. And I feel like, that's what's genius about you guys is you really have both. Like you have the ability to analytically hone in on things and solve problems while at the same time evolving and going with the flow and being open to the cosmic egg, being open to the cosmic experience, being open to the deeper messages, okay, is what I feel here, which is truly genius. Because it's like you guys have both a powerful left brain and a powerful right brain, which is very genius, pile number 2, okay? And that'll make you some money in life. And you guys are kind of my people that could be doing both, a 9-to-5 job and also a side hustle that was more creative, all right? Because you guys have that genius, the creative spark genius. And yeah, I'm loving this. We have karmic, and I don't mean to say ooh, but we all have to learn, don't we? Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict, okay? So, you know, and this is coming out on Rhea, this flow energy, and I do think that, you know, sometimes you guys have very high vibrational energy. You have genius energy here. And I feel like what happens sometimes is people disappoint you. You feel rejected, or you feel that people are letting you down is kind of what I feel, pile number 2. And I feel like this sometimes fucks with you when you think about what your purpose is. And I feel like sometimes this kind of makes you emotional at times, but I think it also drives you deeper into your spirituality and into your creativity. All right. And with Jupiter and Pisces here with the 9 of Cups, I really do feel it's 7:11 on my clock right now, which is a very lucky number as well. I mean, Jupiter is the planet of luck, and and Pisces is like ultimately creative, right? So talking about luck and creativity, like what we touch creatively turns to gold. And when we come from a process of trying to solve a problem, like there's a need, right? And how do I want to address that need? How do I want to change things, metamorphose? And how do I want to engage others in that process? Okay. And I feel like, you know, you do try to engage others in that process, pile number 2, but sometimes you end up feeling like, damn, you know, like a little frustrated or downtrodden, or just, you know, like shit, like why did I waste my time, right? And I feel like those are the moments for you guys to kind of go to your sacred pool, throw a coin in, imagine yourself throwing a gold coin in, and this is your pool, not anybody else's, okay? It's not like you wouldn't share, but this is your pool. You throw in a gold coin and you think about your sacred wish, okay? Independent of whatever else may be going on, all right? We have your life as a canvas, artist, all right? Yeah, you guys are my artists. Manifestation and creative accountability. I have to say, I'm getting chills right now. Pile number 2, creative accountability is important in this pile. All right, what we manifest and what we're trying to do is so important, and you guys get that, because it's like every problem has a solution here. And so the work that we do, somehow we wanted to solve a problem in the world or in greater humanity, okay? And that's genius work. That is genius work. That is cosmic work, cosmic egg, okay? And, you know, your life is a canvas. So some of you being very talented artists, maybe painters, drawing, but just putting your own personal touch on things. And I feel like sometimes even when you guys are hurting, or you're sad, or you've gone through some things and you're feeling alone, I feel like you guys still press on here. Like it says, your life is a canvas. And I do feel like you feel that people should take accountability for the things that they create. All right. And that is part of your life purpose. I feel pile number 2 is creative accountability. Like, how do we solve a problem here? Okay. But how do we still stay in that very high vibrational creative energy? Wow. You guys are touching my heart in pile number 2. We have charity, prayer, and contemplation. So it says, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. All right. And Pisces with this charity vibe. And, you know, it says here, I set aside time each week to completely open my mind, relax, and receive the download. All right. And it says prayer and contemplation. So this is another confirmation of, you know, needing to set aside that time and kind of go to that wishing well, to that sacred pool. Okay. And I want to look at Rhea here, at this goddess flow, because I was really like drawing on your guys' energy here about, you know, being in our flow, but also kind of allowing people to go their own way in our life and not getting too caught up in that. All right. So I just want to read this card. It says, do you notice how when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life just seems to flow? The Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to let you know that you're entering such a time. While the flow state is not permanent for most people, it is a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. Pisces energy, totally, right? Losing yourself in the rhythm. I talked about dance, moving your body. It's as if you're traveling down a magic stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. Pure magic. Okay, the way to ensure you remain in this beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed attention, listening to the guidance presented to you as you move forward without restraint or fixed ideas. All right, so you can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectations. It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river. Okay. Yeah, talking about being in the flow, standing at your sacred pool, at your wishing well, Jupiter and Pisces, luck in your creations, okay? So let's go ahead. I just want to look at this cosmic egg really quick here too. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it is a pretty freaking cool card here, this cosmic egg. So let's see. I want to say the cosmic egg was like the crown chakra. In this book. Yeah, it is. It's the crown chakra. Completion, harmony, and the infinite within the finite. Okay, so the cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, just like Pisces is the final sign in our astrological sign sequence, right? This state emerges after we've tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not yet been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Yeah, I was really feeling that. Look at this karmic relationships card here, okay? Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or a flash of interconnectedness, it is potent energy and stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written in the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. It just changes, right? Metamorphosis here. Wow, I am so touched by this message. This is really about you embracing this space within yourself here to think about how you want to look at some of the, solving problems, right? And I do think there is a practical side to your money endeavors here with this engineering kind of a brain, right? But it's leaving enough space here for you to be both analytical and practical, and looking at where there's a need and what you can offer versus being in that creative spark and genius and flow. They're both equally important, and that is what's so freaking genius about you, pile number 2. So let's see, how is Spirit bringing money to pile number 2? How is Spirit bringing money here? 3 of Cups. All right. Through our associations, through joining forces with others, through our friendships, okay? A lot of people, the people that they meet and the friendships that they make have a really big impact on, their life's purpose and their genius, right? I know there was certain friends that I've had in my life, where meeting them and getting to know them literally changed my life path, okay? And, sometimes it's for a moment, right? And sometimes people stay in our life for longer. But the truth is that, we get closer, through our, through our associations, through our friendships, right? And that sense of sometimes feeling alone or that other people left. I feel you on that pile number 2, but I do think that, Spirit is saying, hey, Like, also, I feel this is just a very happy card of celebration. So it's like, it's like, don't worry, we got you, is what I feel like Spirit is saying. Don't worry, we got you, all right? Six of Pentacles, all right? Things are going to be, the Six of Pentacles came up in the first reading too, but, you know, it's like we're going to stay really balanced here, and we're going to be very practical with this engineering energy coming up on the Six of Pentacles. This is a Moon and Taurus card, so it's like, yeah, we're going to trust Spirit, and we're going to be very practical. And we have the buffalo on here, which is a symbol of abundance as well, okay? So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, we're going to just basically put this right in front of you. We have the Princess of Cups, okay? So look at her. It's like, here's the idea. Here's the idea. You're like, here it is, right? Princess of Cups. I finally see that. That could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. But it's like, look, I can finally see, right? And we have the Five of Cups here. So Spirit is saying, you know, hey, yeah, we know there have been times when you've been in deep grief and you felt alone and you've been kind of moping, or you've been upset, or you've been looking only in front of you but not beside you or behind you, because behind you is this beautiful rainbow with these butterflies. Right next to you is these two magnificent cups, right? And so Spirit is saying, focus your attention, move your attention, lift your eyes, okay? Lift your eyes to the magical, to the magnificence, all right? And they're saying, we're going to help you through any hard times that you've had emotionally, because, and Spirit is saying, look, you don't have to be like happy, 100% grateful, and, you know, bypassing all your emotions. We're not asking you to do that, but we are asking you to know that, to feel, not to know, but to feel that there will definitely be better days ahead, okay? And, you know, just that belief, just that knowing and belief is what sort of wakes you up inside, pile number two, and gives you this grand kind of like, oh my God, there it is. I see it. I finally get it. It's like the Ace of Cups with the dove, right? It's like, boom, there's the Ace of Cups in your face. And you're like, how did I miss that, right? How did I miss that? I also feel with the Six of Pentacles, again, talking about responsibility, all right? Responsible for what we put out in the world, that even if we are, you know, money, right? That we're being responsible with that, and we're including others in that, and we're helping to lift each other up, right? And I feel like you guys have this natural soul like that of charity and goodwill towards others, and that's why you're going to be rewarded very, very handsomely, okay? So let's see, money-wise, what is coming in here? Money-wise, what is Spirit trying to bring? Pile number two here. The Queen of Pentacles. Look at how self-assured she is. She is so self-assured, and not in a, I'm trying to rub it in your face and I'm trying to, you know, like, haha, look what I did or whatever. I do not feel like that's your guys' energy at all. I feel like you guys are like, you know, everyone should have a chance. Everyone should, yeah, we have to work hard. Yeah, we want to, you know, be responsible. Again, this idea of creative accountability and being responsible for the ideas that we bring into this world. You guys are mature enough to handle that. You are definitely mature enough to handle that and teach others about that and hold authority with that kind of energy about creative accountability, okay? And yeah, and that's why, and you do lift others up and you do help others. And that's why Spirit is blessing you. Look at this right here. This is why your guides bless you, okay, for all the charity, for not just charity, but also I just feel the way that you are with others, okay? Yeah, we have the 9 of Cups here, channeling your abundance. And you know what? That's so funny because the 9 of Cups came out earlier on this card and I was freaking out about it, about luck in your creative genius. And here it is again. It's like multiplying, okay? Spirit, we have a 3 and a 6 here, and we have the 9 of Cups twice. So Spirit is saying, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, what you put energy and effort into multiplies. It multiplies, pile number 2, okay? It's, you know, it's like when Jesus, I know a lot of you guys may not appreciate the biblical reference, but like, you know, when Jesus was like multiplying the loaves of bread and multiplying the wine and all of that, it's like, that is the kind of magic that you guys do. That is the kind of manifestations for you guys here. We have 4 of Pentacles. So, you know, this is just like, all right, let's relax. Like this stability that you guys are going to experience is going to be so comforting. And I love that it looks like a yellow rose, or maybe the solar plexus chakra with the swan here. And it's a really comforting image of, you know, what it feels like to be just comfortable with what we have, right? To just be like, you know what? My next idea is coming and it's going to feel so good. And I am just secure in that knowledge. And when I'm ready, I'll share it. Okay. That's what I feel here. And yeah. Oh, look at, and I love this 9 of Cups because this 9 of Cups is so interesting because it reminds me of a friend of mine who is really tall, thin, and she has blonde hair. Her name starts with a J. Anyway, I don't know if she is going to see this, but if she does, this just reminds me of her. Like she's a Leo, but she has like Neptune rising in her chart, Neptune on her ascendant. And so of course that's Pisces type feel, you know, and it's just, I love how lovingly she holds things here with her hands and how she blesses everything that she touches. Okay. That's a true artist right there. That is true accountability. 4 of Pentacles is also real accountability energy as well. Accountability for what we're putting out in the world and what we're creating, right? Whether we're a stabilizing energy or a destabilizing energy. And I feel like that is so high vibrational for you guys. Oh yeah, here's the 2 of Swords. Okay, so, you know, talk about ideas and downloads. The 2 of Swords for me is also like, you know, she's also like in training with the High Priestess here in a way. And this is a moon card. It's like a baby High Priestess, but I don't think you guys are babies at all. But yeah, it's like the High Priestess is your sister or something like that, or you are. And I feel like with this Moon and Libra card, it's like, we can see that everyone does things a little bit differently, but we all kind of want the same goal, right? And I feel like that's we might not all want the same goal, but I feel like, you know, we may have our differences in humanity. We may have our ideas are different, things like that are unique and different, but I feel like, you know, we all want to see, I mean, most of us do. We want to see others prosper, and we want to see, you know, humanity all kind of go through a portal together here, okay? And with this Moon and Libra card, I also feel like this is you guys really, really pausing, taking in the download, right? Getting really like crown chakra, mental downloads here, being very calm, peaceful, and receiving in your energy in order so that you can receive insight and wisdom, okay? And what I see here is a lot of tenderness and a lot of care and a lot of respect for the work that you're doing and the work that you put out there. And all of these things are leading here towards this beautiful creation. I'm seeing like some of you painting, making beautiful art, okay? Maybe not even painting, maybe some other kind of art, graphic art, whatever it is that you do. I see you guys making beautiful art that inspires people, okay? Your work inspires and uplifts. I mean, whatever it is that you do, like whether you make, like my friend, the one I was telling you about, she makes like wands for witches, and she polishes them and she inscribes them, and she puts so much loving, tender care into that. And I'm always like, you should do an Etsy shop, right? And sell your wands on there. And, you know, these are the kind of ideas, right? These are the kind of things. And I'm getting chills as I say this. I'm like, da 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 da, chills, chills, chills. Because I feel like these are the genius ideas that are coming. Okay, pile number 2. So I love this energy for you guys. I'm so excited for you, pile number 2. Please like, share, and subscribe if you feel that it resonates with you, and leave me a comment too. Most importantly, leave me a comment, because I love reading your comments, and when you tell me how you felt about the reading, or what made sense to you, or what you want to change or do different, whatever it is, right? I love to hear your guys' comments, okay? So let's go ahead and get into pile number 3. I'm just gonna make sure we're still recording, that we're still good. Yep, okay. It's been a little weird lately about making sure that we're recording. Let's clear the energy. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink of water. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You are my 9-to-5ers having the energy of world domination, okay? So 9-to-5 domination. I get what I want. And some of you guys may be wanting a promotion at your job, wanting more recognition for the work that you're doing, a big fat bonus, a paycheck, a really big paycheck. You may be going out there trying to land a 9-to-5 job, your first 9-to-5, trying to get out there and join the rat race, okay? And you know, I've had 9-to-5 job for almost my whole life, pretty much for like almost the last 20 years. I've had a 9-to-5 job. So I get the world domination 9-to-5 energy, pile number 3. And I understand, you know, what it feels like to be recognized for your contributions, for the wisdom that you bring, for the potential, for the productivity, your potential, all of that, okay? And the need to feel recognized and paid fairly for that work, okay? And actually have some fat bonuses. So I dropped some Lord Ganesha oil onto here for you, and some Van oil, because we're doing spell work right now while we do a tarot reading, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead, I wrote a little spell for every single pile to get us into the mood here, okay? So your pile is the 9-to-5 world, and we are looking at our purpose and our potential. And your guys' message is this. It says, I am the boss of this. I show my skills and expertise every chance I get. I don't let any petty distractions or low vibrational energy disturb my flow. I observe and I'm strategic about my next move. The promotion that I want is mine. I envision myself in my new role with a fat paycheck and all the respect I deserve. I know others watch me and look up to me, okay? I take that seriously, but I don't take myself too seriously. I let myself make mistakes and grow, knowing that ultimate success is mine. And any company would be lucky to have me, and my potential is limitless. I imagine myself with a golden trophy on a podium about to receive a large check, a bonus perhaps, okay? Ooh, pile number 3. Let's do it, baby. Okay, it says here, Any company would be lucky to have me, and my potential is limitless. So let's go ahead and get into it. World domination, 9 to 5 energy. Let's do it, everybody. How are we manifesting the money mojos for my pile number 3s? Let's get it. Listening. All right, look at you guys here. So this is elephant energy. It's about listening. For those of you that are getting ready to get promoted to a manager level or some kind of supervisory role, it's going to be really important how you handle situations and how you listen and observe. And I mentioned that about how, you know, here in your little spell, I said, I observe and I am strategic about my next move, okay? I don't let any petty distractions or low vibrational energy disturb my flow. Elephants are very wise and they watch their environment, and they're very empathetic, very caring, but they also observe, all right? So that energy, I mean, it was very yang. I'm like, world domination, 9 to 5, I get what I want, right? But it's coming out the gate here, needing to kind of listen and slow down. Also listen to ourselves, like with what we want and need, okay? So let's see what else here. We have the communicator. All right, so something very important here about the way that you speak or the way that you talk to others, right? And, you know, words have power is what it says here. And this is Mercury energy. So we could have Gemini or Virgo energy here. But I also feel like it's so important. You look at her, she's like saying a lot or speaking a lot, but it's becoming more important to kind of listen. I also feel like you guys are going to have the ear of the elders in your organization. They are going to be listening to your ideas, to your viewpoints, and you're going to be taken very seriously. It says here that I know others watch me and look up to me, right? Even the elders in your company where you work, okay? I take that seriously, but I don't take myself too seriously, right? Like, you want to be accurate in what you say and how you communicate and button that up, I feel like, but you also don't want to go to the point where you're taking yourself too seriously, right? And so it says here she's wearing a blue dress, which is also throat chakra energy. So with that energy, words have power. So we're clear the way that we speak. We're friendly, we're intelligent, we're open-minded, we're intuitive, but we are informed and articulate, okay? And this is gonna help you get that money flow in. So if you guys are going for an interview or you're trying to move up, it's important to kind of take cues from your environment here, listen. And, you know, sometimes there's not good examples where you are, so you have to find other examples. But listen to the way that communication is done and the way that people speak, and hold yourself in that kind of authority. But I do think people are going to be listening to you here. But what do they say? You attract more bees with honey than vinegar, right? We have the bee here. So attracting others with honey. Words have power. Being a good listener, okay? Being intelligent, but also open-minded. Being quiet sometimes so that we can hear what's happening to our teams, what's going on around us. And knowing that we don't have to, you know, we don't have to be intimidating to be successful, right? It says world domination, right? But with the bee energy, it's like I show my skill and my expertise every chance I get, but I don't let petty distractions or low vibrational energy disturb my flow, which is like a bee, a busy bee, okay? It's like we keep doing what we're doing, and we keep going, we keep working, and we don't let things distract us, but we also communicate with purpose, okay? And we have deep freeze here. So, you know, this is like a lot. So we could have Leo energy here too, or you guys there may have been a time when you felt like, especially when you were younger, or maybe around age 26, because we have 26 here, when you felt like people really weren't listening, leadership didn't care, they weren't paying attention, you know, people weren't really seeing you for what you did, like, you know, you felt like, and I think this is shifted though for you, pile number 3. It's like you're a busy bee now, and, you know, making honey, right? Making the juju, making the juice, right? The queen bee. We can think about the queen bee because it says here, it says, I am the boss of this. I show my skill and expertise every chance I get, right? So I feel like in the past, maybe where you were at or where you currently are, people were not listening, or they were not, you wanted to lead, or you wanted to have an impact, but people were not receptive, okay? And I feel like this is moving out of your space now here. We have Bronwyn and forgiveness, okay? So we have listening and forgiveness. And, even when I feel like some of you guys have felt like, your organization wasn't listening to you, they weren't hearing you. I feel like they will. I actually feel like they will listen, okay? And I feel like, give them a chance to hear you out, because with bee energy here, I feel like, this could be good, all right? So we have the Two of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be considering changing your job, or you may be interviewing. And if you are, I feel like you're coming out looking very good, okay? With this Two of Pentacles butterfly here, you're gonna be highly sought after. If you haven't been thinking about interviewing, but you're like, well, how would I do in an interview, or how would I measure up? Great. Absolutely great. Okay. And and I feel like some of you have been annoyed with the people at your job, or annoyed with the way that they do things. And, you have the power here. Words have power to introduce some new stuff. We have the bee energy, and we have broken open. Okay. So broken open. And I feel like she has like a bunch of honey all over her, right? It's like just being that energy of getting broken open, going from being like, kind of uptight here, maybe taking things very seriously, or feeling like people are ignoring us, or that we can't be ourselves, right? To being totally broken open. And I feel like some of you guys are getting a little bit softer, actually, in the way that water energy. You could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. But I feel like you guys are actually, underneath it all, you're very sensitive. It's just that sometimes you don't show it, or you may not show it. And I feel like you can be sensitive, but the places that you work are not that sensitive, and they may not be that receptive or open, okay? But with this forgiveness energy, I think you guys are seeing it in a different way now. We have the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expression, throat chakra energy, okay? So the 7 star sisters here, Pleiades energy. But I feel like you're aligning with people now who see more of who you are. You're making friends, you're unthawing, you're being broken open a little bit here. You're getting to know people. Other people are wanting to talk to you, to communicate with you, to listen to you, is also what I feel here. We have activated earth, power, places, ley lines, trust where you're led, okay? So power places, right? And we talked about words have power, okay? So where you're at, I feel like where you're at now is a very powerful place for you to be, pile number 3. And it has broken you open. It has made you look at things a little bit differently. With this bee energy, I do feel that you're grateful. I feel you've matured through this, okay? We have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you, okay? So this is you being very sure of yourself, while at the same time not lording it over others, being graceful, being gracious with others, attracting, more honey, more bees with honey than with vinegar, right? Is what I kind of feel here. But at the same time, what you guys have to say is very important, and it needs to be said. And I do feel like where you are, they're going to be open to what you have to say here. Now, I want to look at this forgiven energy here, because I'm curious about that. So let's go ahead and see. That's card number 7. And it says, sometimes life invites us into conditions that challenge us to the core. As the Celtic goddess Bronwyn forgave those who caused her own death by a broken heart, she asks you to set yourself free from the seeds of resentment that will surely choke the life out of your dreams. We are wounded by others and weave stories about our hurts and losses that live in our hearts and minds. We come to distrust the potential of connection. No matter what your story or when it began, forgiveness is the key to freedom here. Forgiveness allows for the mending and repair. Open the heart to receive. If you need to forgive yourself or others, now is the time to do it. Keep your heart open and you can begin again. Only beauty, freedom, and treasures are found in the spirit of forgiveness. The goddess Bronwyn is here to support you. So this is about being accountable for your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, motives, and actions, right? And really communicating where you're at, and and seeing if people listen, all right? And I think they will. I feel like you guys are in a power place right now, and you're about to break something open where you're at. You're about to, and I feel like you guys make your environment a lot nicer than you give yourself credit for, honestly. I feel like sometimes you guys may see yourself as being harsh in a way, but you're not. You're really not. It's like I get kind of Hufflepuff energy a little bit here. And you are in a power place right now that I do feel with the right changes could be very good for you. With the right allies, I really think you guys could go far, okay? I want to read this bee energy here. And, let's go ahead with the bee and see. So the bee is earnest, hardworking, and democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily, thoughtful until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, right? We have water here, aware of the many subtleties at once. Since they are artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have a bustling, joyous personality until they're too tired from all the work. Then they gripe and then they sting, right? So you guys may have been getting overworked, having too many responsibilities on your plate. With the Seven Sisters here, I do see some relief for you guys, okay? And I do feel that, the elders in your organization are going to be like, we're sorry. Some of you guys may have been feeling resentful because of how you've been working, okay? And, but like I said, activated earth and broken open. Once you bring this to the surface, I think it's going to be okay. Like, I think with this deep freeze, you guys have been kind of hiding it for a while. You've been sort of hiding it, how hard you've been working or how things were affecting you. But we go from a deep freeze to water to feeling a lot more grace about what it is we're doing, feeling a lot more appreciated, okay? But we're gonna check the money energy here in a second, okay? So when a bee is in balance, it's content, active, and vibrant. It can go about its business doing its work, okay? When it's out of balance, it's overworked and annoyed, okay? And to bring the bee back into balance, we need to take some mini vacations, okay? So maybe it's time to take a mini vacation, right? You're still gonna get what you want. You're still gonna get the promotions, raises, bonuses, etc. that you want, right? This is really just about attuning, breaking open here yourself and finding out what is the best environment here for you to work in, okay? So let's see, what money mojo is coming here? I feel like you guys have had a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, but a lot of people are listening to what you have to say or will be. What money mojo is coming here for my pile number 3s? 4 of Swords, take a break, girl or guy. Finally getting a decent night of sleep without having to worry about it, all right? Sleeping with one eye open, as they say, right? You guys really need that mini vacation. I feel like you guys will become calmer and you'll be able, when you kind of rest your mind a little bit, I do feel like you're gonna see new solutions to problems too, maybe while you're sleeping. We have the Hermit here, so we have some Virgo energy. But I feel like you're kind of shining a light on the fact that you haven't been getting enough rest. You haven't getting, because I said in your thing, I'm the boss of this and I show my skill and expertise, right? I don't let petty distractions or low vibrational energy disturb my flow. Okay. So, Four of Swords is being mentally at peace as well. Okay. And you're shining a light here with the Hermit energy on how best you almost have to be mentally at peace to be kind of in that productive bee type of energy. It's like, bees work really well when they have a purpose and they've got the honey around them and they've got their helpers and they've got the people around them that support them. Bees can work a long time, right? The Hermit energy is kind of that workaholic energy, that Virgo energy. But I feel like you guys, what you're really doing is you're starting to see, like, these are the things that I need so that my mind can operate at top performance. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. Look at this energy. You guys do such a good job. I just want you to know that. You are so competent. You're so skillful. It's like, with this 8 of Pentacles, it's like whistle while you work, right? And you do such a good job. You're so, without being an asshole or being competitive, I feel like to others, like you guys are humble too in a way, but I feel like sometimes you kind of wish that work would leave you alone. Like sometimes it's like it's like, hey, I'm trying to sleep and someone turns the light on, or someone sends you an email late at night and you're like, oh God, I got to get back on the computer, or whatever it is that you need to do. We have the Tower here. So some of you are realizing I can't continue to keep sacrificing like a good night's rest, or I can't keep putting myself under so much pressure. I really do. I feel like some of you guys could be perfectionists here too. It says, I let myself make mistakes and grow, knowing that ultimate success is mine. Okay. So, I feel like you guys are so kind of dedicated the way that you are, and it's not with the 8 of Pentacles and the Hermit. It's not like you guys make a lot of mistakes, but I feel like sometimes if you do, you may blow it out of proportion here with the Tower. You may wonder, oh, what am I doing, etc. And I also feel like this Tower here is just a recognition that if you've been upset because you haven't felt like people listen to you or they haven't supported you, I feel like you guys are kind of acknowledging here with this 2 of Pentacles, butterfly energy, that you could possibly move on, or that this isn't going to continue to, like, this isn't going to, eventually you're going to be like, I can't do this anymore. And what this really is speaking to is needing more balance in your life, okay? Needing more balance. Look at you guys. You're the Queen of Cups. You're my Hufflepuffs, okay? And it's like... and it's like you guys have both energies. This is why you're such a 9-to-5 world domination babe or dude, is because you guys have both sides to you. You both have like a no nonsense emperor. I can be in charge. I can be the leader. I can get things done. I know my own authority. I know my own strength. I know my power. I am the boss of this shit. Okay. The Emperor, right? With this lovely Queen of Cups energy, like, relaxing, being graceful towards others, caring about others on your team, wanting to feel happy and balanced and like seen, cared for, etc. All that energy, okay? I feel like you guys are very like warm and a loving person to kind of be working with, but at the same time, you're also an emperor, you're a boss, okay? And that's why you're gonna make the big bucks, all right? Because we need leaders that are inspired and can take charge and be mature like the Emperor, but who do it with empathy, who do it with love and empathy. Those are the people that are going to be, there's essentially 2 kinds of people that rise to the top, right? There's like there's the person that's just like, I'm going to like basically be like a class 5 psychopath and just, you know, take on so much and be shitty to people and just ramrod my way there, or just really sell, you know, sell. And, you know, or there is the type that are extremely good and talented at what they do, and while at the same time being very caring and an empathetic leader, okay, is what I feel for you, pile number 3. But you have to remember to take those mini vacations. You have to remember to take those breaks, because it's a lot. It's a lot, okay? And, you know, and what we're talking here for you is longevity in a place that's very powerful where you can go far, okay? But you have to make it good for you, all right? And we have Page of Wands here. So some of you guys may have some creative hobbies or some things that you like to do to unwind, crafting, scrapbooking, singing, dancing, whatever it is that you like to do. Make sure you have those little outlets and you take those little vacations, all right? And I feel like some of you could have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, whoever, like somebody that, or a kid, like somebody that wants you to have a little more fun, somebody that wants to travel with you, someone that wants to do fun things with you. Don't ignore that side just because you have a lot of responsibilities, okay, pile number 3? I mean, with great success in a 9-to-5 world comes great responsibility. And I know when you're a super feeler, like you guys are with the Queen of Cups here, it can be a lot, okay? So you have to kind of, you know, you have to sort of take care of yourself first and trust where you're led. Trust where your instincts are leading you, okay? Because that's going to give you the longevity where you're at, all right? So let's see what else here. What's bringing pile number 3 money here? Money, money, money. Look at, there's that fat ass check. There's that raise. There's that bonus check. There, you know, here is, you know, it was so funny because many years ago, I worked for a firm, and right after a really busy time, one of my superiors, this is when I was younger, came in with an envelope full of cash, and unexpectedly gave it to me and said, "You've been working so hard, and I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate that," and gave me an envelope full of cash. And at the time, I was trying to repair my car because the transmission had just gone out on it. And I was like, wow, I really needed that. And, you know, and it's like this person just came and gave it to me. So, you know, it can happen, pile number 3. It can happen. Those bonuses, those surprise awards, there's those surprise moments when you're like, oh shit, like somebody just sent me in $1,000 at work for doing something, or they sent me $200 or whatever it is, right? It's that little like, here you go, let me show you how much I appreciate, okay? I love that. I absolutely love that. Let's see what else money-wise here. We have the Hangman, okay? So, you know, for you guys, and that came out on this water kind of graceful energy here. For you guys, you need to have a deep sense of satisfaction for why you're doing what you're doing. It's not just the money. And I do think with the Hermit and the 8 of Pentacles here, you really do like, you know, what you do. Like when you are just kind of in your flow and you're doing it, you're like, yeah, this is nice, you know, like I said, whistle while you work. And as a leadership potential, you have immense potential as a leader, pile number 3, with the Emperor and the Queen of Cups here, okay? And with the Page of Wands, you guys will mentor many people in your career, I feel like, okay? And this is gonna catch the attention of, you know, the elders in your organization. And if you ever did try to leave, I think they would try to give you more money, okay? And some of you may be thinking about that with the 2 of Pentacles, like, should I check my market value? Maybe but I also feel with this activated Earth here, you are in a very powerful place as far as where you are, for those of you that have a current place. And I do think if you feel like you've been overworked or people haven't listened to you, it is gonna shift. But with this Hangman here, I feel like, you know, you guys need to feel deeply inspired and like something is your calling and you need to it's almost like with this Four of Swords and Hangman and this Grace and this Water card, it's like we need to just, I feel like for you guys, you're such a technician and you're a perfectionist in a way that you don't want anything to get away from you, but at the same time, I feel like you could ease up a little bit, honestly. I feel like you guys have trained a lot, and I feel like you're definitely gonna get noticed, and people are gonna be wanting your leadership, and they're gonna be wanting you around. So I'm not saying to like let things slip, but I am just saying go easy, pile number 3. Take your time and go easy a little bit, because I feel like, you know, all of this could happen for you very easily, all right? So it's like, you know, but having peace and quiet and having those mini vacations, having those moments to unplug and unwind and shut out all the noise is super important for you, pile number 3. And believe it or not, it's very important to your money mojo too, because it ties in with your longevity and your success, because the Tower energy is kind of like burnout energy, okay? So Spirit is saying you've been so diligent, you've worked so hard, now it's time to just be more flowy, okay? Because you already are extremely well respected. 8 o'clock on my clock right now, straight up. All the success, all the money to you in the world, pile number 3. Wishing you the best, and take care of yourselves, everyone. We'll see you again next time.